In the previous lecture, we have discussed the question electric field on the axial line of electric dipole, and in this lecture we are going to study electric field on equatorial line of electric dipole. So let's start. Let us suppose that we have an electric dipole AB which consists of two charges minus Q and plus Q separated by a certain distance 2a as shown in the figure. Let P is the observation point at a distance smaller from the central dipole O. Now place a unit positive charge at the point P. Clear? We have an electric dipole AB which consists of two charges minus Q and plus Q separated by a certain distance 2a, and P is the observation point at a distance smaller from the center of the dipole, where we have to calculate the electrical intensity. Now place a unit positive charge at the point P. Okay. Now join this. P to A, point P to B from figure. This is angle theta. This is also angle theta. From figure, angle PAB, theta, and angle PBA. This is also theta. From right angle triangle APO, from right angle triangle APO, by using Pythagoras theorem, is equal to OA square plus OP square TA square. From here, what is the value of OA small a square? What is the value of OP small r square? TA square is equal to r square plus a square. This implies PA is equal to root r square plus a square. The value of PA is found to be root r square plus a square. So it becomes as, you can written as, you can also written as r square plus a square. Okay. Now electric field intensity at point P is the resultant of E1 and E2, where E1 is electric field due to charge electric field at point P. Intensity at point P is the resultant of E1 and E2, where E1 is the electric field at point P due to charge minus Q at A. E2 is the electric field at point P due to charge plus Q at B. So electric intensity electric field intensity at point electric field at point P due to charge minus Q at A is given as E1. Electric field intensity at point P due to charge minus Q at A is given as, here I can write as electric field intensity. Whatever we discuss, electric field intensity is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon P A square. P A square and direction is along PA. Because this is a negative charge, this is a positive charge, both attract each other. So this is a direction of E1 of. Here charge is taken as positive because I am taking here magnitude. That's why I write the negative charge as the positive because I am taking here magnitude. Is 1 by 4 by epsilon naught Q upon, what is the value of PA root R square plus A square direction is along PE, direction is along PA, and it can be written as E1 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R square plus A square along PA. Whenever we take the square of this, it will become as here like this. This is equation number 1. E1 equals 1 by 4 by epsilon naught Q upon R square plus A square along PA. Similarly, electric field intensity at point P due to charge plus Q at point B is given as E2 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon B P square and direction is along BP. This is positive charge, this is also positive charge, and both are repelling each other. Along BP. So E2 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon, what is the value of BP? You get it from here, root R square plus A square along BP. Simplifying, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R square plus A square and direction is along B P. This is number 2. 1 and 2, we see that both E1 and E2 have the same magnitude. In the previous question, whenever we discuss the case on the axial line, one has the higher value, one has the smaller value, and we subtract the smaller value from the higher value. But this is a different case. In this case, both E1 and E2 has the same value. So we have to resolve E1 and E2 into their rectangular components. So 1 and 2, we see that both equation 1 and 2 have the same magnitude. So we have to resolve them into components. Now resolving E1 and E2 into their rectangular components. So components of E1 are E1 sin theta along PE. This is these are the component E1 sin theta. E1 sin theta along PE, and PE is perpendicular to BA. PE is perpendicular to BA, and component E1 cos theta along PR. Component E1 cos PR, and PR is parallel to BA. PR is parallel to BA. So component E1 cos theta along PR, and PR is parallel to BA. Similarly, resolving E2 into its components. Then E2 sin theta, E2 along PF. This is along PF. Sin theta along PF, and E2 cos theta along PR. E2 cos theta. E1 sin theta along PE, E2 sin theta along PF. This is point F here. E1 cos theta along PR, E2 cos theta along PR. Now from equation 1 and 2 we see that both E1 and E2 have the same magnitude. So figure, it is clear that E1 sin theta and E2 sin theta are in opposite direction. From figure it is clear that E1 sin theta and E2 sin theta are in opposite direction, so they cancel out each other. Because E1 sin theta and E2 sin theta having the same magnitude but direction is opposite. So it is clear that E1 sin theta and E2 sin theta are in opposite direction, and hence they cancel out because they have the same magnitude. Because they have same magnitude. Only cos theta components contribute for resultant electric field. E1 sin theta, E2 sin theta got cancelled because they have same magnitude, opposite directions. Because they have same magnitude, you can also write here equal magnitude. So, and electric equal to E1 cos theta plus E2 cos theta. This is equation number third. E1 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q upon r square plus a square along PA. This was equation number first. E2 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q upon r square plus a square along BB. This was equation number second. But E1 is equal to E2 from 1 and 2. You see from here. So E is equal to E1 cos theta plus E2 also equal to E1 cos theta. You can read as E is equal to 2E1 cos theta. This is equation number 4. From figure, from right angle triangle APO, from right angle triangle APO, what is the value of cos theta? Cos theta equals base upon hypotenuse. What is base here? A hypotenuse r square plus a square root r square plus a square. 5. Now using equation 1 and 5 in 4. Using equation 1 and 5 in 4. Using equations in 4, we get 1 and 5 equal to 2. What is the value of 1? E1 from here 2 1 by 4 by epsilon naught q upon r square plus a square. What is the value of cos theta? From equation 5, a upon root r square plus a square. Simply E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q into 2a q into 2a upon r square plus a square. This is power 1 by 2, that is 3 by 2. Q into 2a is equal to P. This is electric dipole moment. Electric dipole moment. So here, so E is equal to 1 upon 4 by epsilon naught q into 2a P upon r square plus a square raised to power 3 by 2, which is the required expression. And in vector format can be written as minus 1 upon 4 by epsilon naught vector p upon r square plus a square raised to power 3 by 2. And what is the direction? Direction is along PR. Direction is along PR. And whenever we write this equation in vector form, it can be written as E is equal to minus 1 upon 4 by epsilon naught P upon r square plus a square raised to power 3 by 2. Here negative sign is introduced because electric field is opposite to the direction of electric dipole moment. Here negative sign is introduced because electric field is opposite to the direction of electric dipole moment. Here negative sign is introduced electric field is direction of electric dipole moment is given as from negative charge to positive charge. Electric dipole moment direction from negative charge to positive charge, but here direction of electric field is along PR, that is along from positive to negative charge. So it is opposite to direction of electric dipole moment vector. That's why negative sign is introduced here. Special case. If dipole is of very short length, so if dipole is of very short length, that is a greater than r, so a square can be neglected in comparison to r square from this equation. So it can become as E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught p upon r square is equal to 3 by 2, because a square can be neglected here, and after simplifying, E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught p upon r cube. Previously, we electric field on axial, and we got the result E is axial 1 upon 4 epsilon naught 2p upon r cube. In case of E equatorial, here we have got the result 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught p upon r cube. So, in case of electric dipole, it is clear that electric field is inversely proportional to cube of distance in both the cases. Electric field inversely proportional to cube of distance. Electric field inversely proportional to cube of distance. Thank you. Have a nice day.